Hi, I'm Chuck Dorsett for Weaver Leathercraft, and we're going to work with a hand skiver, or skive, or skiff knife. This is going to allow us to horizontally split the leather. Now, it's a big help. I don't use this everywhere in my shop, but in the 4 or 5 places I do, no other tool will work as well. Here's a perfect example, and in fact, this is the one place I use it the most. Say I've got an 8 to 9 or 9 to 10 ounce belt weight leather in my shop, and I strap a blank out of that. Well, it's going to be beautiful, good weight, but here's the problem. I don't have a 4 to 5 ounce matching leather. So keeper, what am I going to do with that? Easy enough. Strap your keeper strap out of that same leather you brought your blank out of, run your skiver across that, split that in half. Now you have a keeper that's going to bend nicely, good weight, and the best part, it's going to match that hide because it came from that hide. Now, here's another great example. Taxidermist. The blade is actually curved a little bit, so we can make big cuts or we can make small, fine cuts. Our skiff knife or hand skiver comes with extra blades, very sharp and very easy to replace. Now, there are several ways we want to use this tool, and a keeper, perfect example, because I need to cut in, but then I need to bring my knife up so I get a horizontal cut across the keeper. So bite. Now I'm going to use these 2 fingers to lift my blade, drag that across. There we go. We've got a nice even cut there, but that's going to bend beautifully and it's going to match my belt blank perfectly. Now, say we have a knife sheath and we want our backing top grain out to bend around, so therefore top grain is forward, and I need to add a feathered edge because this is going to drop in between my face, my welt, and my backing leather. So I can drop this on a piece of scrap because I don't want my blade consistently dropping into my cutting board. It's going to shorten the life of that blade. So let's drop this on some scrap, and I'm simply going to make some cuts in. Now, if this is not perfect, it does not have to be, but at the same time, what I can do, so I don't have a clean tight edge there, I can take my knife, run that across. Now I've got a good taper and a clean square edge. Last example, and this is one of the biggest, our belts. If our belt is simply too thick to bend, I can take my skiver, drop in a skive, but on this, I want to work a little more slowly. I want to work in small batches here because I don't want to run the risk of cutting through my leather. This is an extremely useful tool. Now, when you pick one up, it may be a little rough for you, but give it a little time and you'll be a pro in no time at all.